Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking interest in the MPO matters, which is the Laredo Urban Transportation Study, otherwise known as Metropolitan Planning Organization Policy Committee. I'm calling this meeting to order. I'm Pete Sines, a co-chair, and we have our co-chair here as well, Judge Tano Tijerina. Today is September 24th, 2019, and it's 1:34 p.m. We're here at 1110 Houston Street, which is the City Council chambers, obviously here in Laredo, Texas. A roll call, please, Ms.
Yes, sir,
Guerra.
Mr. Chairman. Mayor Pete Sines,
Present.
Webb County Judge Tano E. Tijerina,
Present.
Councilmember Norma Nelly Vielma,
Present.
Councilmember Dr. Marta Martinez, Councilmember George Algalt, County Commissioner Jesse Gonzalez,
Present.
County Commissioner John Galo, and Texas Engineer David M. Salazar Jr. For the record, you do have a quorum.
We do have a quorum, so proceeding forward. Citizens' comments. I have no cards and no one is wanting to speak. And if you do, please approach the podium there or the lectern. I see no one approaching, so we move. I take it that we need to move on. We have just one item primarily, and it's item 4A. It's receive public testimony and initiate a 10-day public review and comment period on the proposed amendments of the 2019-2022 Transportation Improvement Program, which is otherwise known as the TIP, TIP. And it's got one item there. It says addition of projects CSJ 001806-184 for the construction of interchange direct connector 8 on IH 35 from 0.5 miles south of US 59 to 0.5, which is half a mile, east on IH 35 with estimated total project cost of $25,755,400 intended to let in fiscal year 2020. And I would call upon Mr. Rodriguez or your assistant to just briefly present this item and maybe show us in the Elmo what we're talking about for the benefit of the public.
I've never used this before, so I may need a little help.
Just show us where north and south is.
In a second. Hold on.
Press something.
No, usually they'll just turn on
Well,
the screen.
that's
Hold
close
on.
enough. Is Johnny there? Johnny Garcia?
There you go.
For the record, Humberto Gonzalez Jr., Director of Transportation Planning Design for Texas Laredo District. Yes, as you're looking on here, what we're showing, and I'll move this over here so you can see the north arrow right here. You're looking at the corridor. This is the I-35 corridor heading north and south. This is the I-69 and 20 corridor heading east and west. The project that we're requesting to be added onto the STIP is direct connector number 8, which is right here, which will connect eastbound 20 traffic to southbound IH-35 traffic.
Okay, and the cost is, the funds are there. It's a matter of just getting it approved.
Correct. The funds have already been allocated, are there. This is to merely accelerate the letting. It currently has a FY 2023-24 letting, estimated letting. The addition of the project onto this, to the MPO, will accelerate into FY 2020 this year.
Wonderful, thank you.
Mayor, if I might, this project is part of the $220 million that we recently received. Our plan is that with the Direct Connector 5 and Shiloh project, since we did have these plans on the shelf, we're going to go ahead and move forward and try to get it let as soon as possible so we can alleviate some of that traffic. So the funds are there, they have been allocated for this project.
We are
Thank you, Mr. Salazar.
in
Yes,
4A.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Are we in 4A?
Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for some reason mine didn't pick up on that.
4A, very well.
Yeah,
Okay.
4A.
So moved to receive public testimony. Is that what we're doing?
We're
Initiating
receiving
for the
public
10-day?
testimony and initiating comment period.
So moved.
So it's a public hearing?
Yes, sir.
That's what I thought. So a public hearing to open up and to continue for 10 days, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So it's a public hearing as presented. Anyone wishing to speak for or against? well, let me bring it up to begin with, and then we can open it up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All those in favor to open up the public hearing? Say aye.
Aye.
It's a unanimous, those against, none seen or heard. So the public hearing is open, and of course, TechStot is very much in favor of this.
Yes, sir.
Do we have any opposition from the members of the MPO? No?
Very much
Okay.
in the project.
So do we need further action to,
We need just the action to initiate the 10-day public review and comment period.
So
Yes,
Okay.
that's,
Hasn't
that's
that been
all,
already
unless you did that already.
I think we just did that.
You just,
Yes, sir. Together
because
with-
I heard that you initiated the public hearing, but we needed just the comment period. But if that's
Okay.
done,
The comment period too, you added that too as well.
well, if not,
Okay.
would you gonna amend your motion to,
I'll amend my motion.
Well, then my
to-
second to include.
okay, to include the opening up of the public hearing and the commentary portion as well.
Yes.
And we have Dr. Marta Martinez now joining us, and we're about to vote on this item. And Dr.
How are you, Doc? Good to see you.
Hi, how are you? Sorry. Yeah, just for your benefit, it's the, could you indicate that,
Sure.
to the benefit of the
Martinez, how you
doctor?
doing?
Hey, how are you, sir?
We're basically adding, trying to accelerate the construction for direct connector number 8, which is right here on the screen, to connect the eastbound Loop 20 traffic to southbound I-35 traffic, accelerate it from a 2023-24 letting up to FY 2020 letting.
Funding's
The funds have been secured already, it's merely accelerating the construction of this project.
Aye.
Okay. Also, to just for the benefit of the public, we have funds for all of this, with the exception of two, right? Two connectors that will remain pending?
Correct. After this construction is complete or after this project led in FY 20 with the acceleration of this DC 8, we'll be left with 3 direct connectors. There was 8 in total. We'll be left with DC number 3, which connects eastbound Loop 20
westbound.
to northbound 35.
Okay.
And then we'll be left with DC number 6, which is northbound 35 to eastbound Loop 20. And then we have DC number 4, which is, eastbound to northbound. And then you have the other direct connector number 3, which is southbound 35 to eastbound Loop 20. So that'll be, those are the 3 connectors that'll be remaining.
Okay, so, yeah, we'll be lacking 3 connectors,
correct.
3 out of the 8.
Correct.
Okay.
I think with the,
And we already have 3 funded already. So 3 already has funding.
Direct connector number 3,
So-
it'll be
I think the
two
mayor's question
funding
was,
source.
there's gonna
Right.
be 2 direct connectors that are still gonna need funding.
Correct,
Not 6.
funding, yes. There will be 2 that will be left funding, which is DC number 6 and direct connector number 4.
Okay, so we lack funding for 2.
Correct,
2 out of the 8.
correct.
Yeah, all the other 6 are funded
Funded.
and about to be constructed.
Correct.
Okay. Wonderful, thank you. Any other comment or question from the panel here? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? None heard, motion carries unanimously, thank you.
Thank you.
And by way of commentary, I've been getting, and Mr. Salazar, and I mentioned it, some of your assistants here, we've been getting, at least I've been getting a lot of complaints recently on that portion of Loop 20 as you're going north and you approach the airport. You know, there's a signal light, especially in the mornings. There's a long waiting line there, and it's creating hazards.
Yes.
And to the point that the people say that they've seen accidents or just about, or they screech their brakes, their tires. So I kind of brought it up to Mr. McGee, and I think we're going to put out some sort of a warning. Yeah, do you mind coming up? It's not an agenda item, but I think it's important enough for the public to be aware that we're on it. Maybe under public comments.
Good afternoon. Danny McGee, City Traffic Engineer for the record. Yes, as discussed prior to the meeting, we're looking at this every morning, trying to find solutions so that we don't have to, I guess, get extreme as far as removing or anything like that. So as of tomorrow, my guys will be out there looking again, and we'll probably put some electronic message boards out there to warn the public further back. But also with TechStot, we have put an overhead flasher, but it's way up front where the Casablanca entrance is, and the queues are extending way beyond that. So
Okay.
we're prior to that.
Okay, thank you for that. We appreciate that very much.
Yes, sir. We are well aware of it, Mayor. We have been working with the city, and we're looking forward to that. Anything beyond removing that traffic zone to help alleviate some of those incidents that are there. So hopefully we can come together and come to a solution as well for those involved.
Okay, we appreciate that. Any other business for this committee?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we have item 4B.
Oh, yeah,
Which is
so
the
for
same
some reason
thing.
it didn't. Is it 4B?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me, for some reason I couldn't get it.
Which is the same thing, the same process to open
It's,
it up.
it's exactly the same project, it's being added
Oh,
just
yeah,
to our
here it is.
long-range plan,
Okay.
so
I
it's
show it now.
the same thing, initiation of the comment period.
Okay, so again, we never received public testimony, initiate a 10-day public review and comment period
So
for the
moved.
following proposed amendments.
Second.
There's a motion by Commissioner Gonzalez and seconded by Dr. Martha Martinez. A discussion, none heard, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, none heard, motion carries unanimously, thank you. And this includes both the comment and the review and the comment period, okay. Any other?
We have nothing further.
Motion to adjourn?
There's motion to
Second.
adjourn, and a second is heard, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any against, none heard, motion carries unanimously, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.